What's up, TNN Trap News Network? We back in the same, like cracking the same. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use, that good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that, tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good. Tap in. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, to make sure you hit that good subscription button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, man. Jump into this good content, man. And I need y'all to get into the Man at the Garden freestyle. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it, and fairy tales are all out now. Get into that good content if you ain't got into that good content. And I need y'all to make sure y'all drop them comments, because the best comments between now and 10,000 subscribers will get 25,000 subscribers, get $100, man. So get into that if you ain't got into that. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. We are continuously giving y'all coverage of the latest and the greatest to this Big U, loose cannon, break baby, indictment. We'll have to mess it up. Don't worry about it. Indictments are hard. We're gonna jump into this content, man. Let's get into it. Let's go. DJ Vlad speaks for the first time.
You over the years.
Okay, got you. Damn.
And I just want to say this as someone who, I think, out of this group, I think I was the only one that really maintained communication with Big U over the years. I remember.
That's your friend.
Y'all two were cool. I remember at one
Super
point,
tight.
I remember at one point you called me because you were upset at me over something and he was trying to smooth it over or something like that. So I remember y'all were cool.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's just
this
like,
to me just kind of saddens me how it devolved into what it devolved into.
if you read that paperwork, you will understand who he is. Dude is selfish. He want to be the one. Be the one at which you're the one at. One of his older homies said, Wack, you a good dude. You done helped us a lot over here, bro.
Wack has so much hatred for Big U. It's pouring out through this nigga's, like, you could just smell it on him. Like, this is what they mean when they say watch out for a nigga that's a hater, boy, because a hater could be your downfall. This nigga hates Big U to every inch of his body and soul.
Every time you do something for him or open the door for him, he gets more envious of you. In his head, he's saying, I'm Big U from Rolling 60s. I'm supposed to be able to do that. He said, every time you do something for him, teach him something, give him a plug. I'm grateful and thankful for any plug, any resource I get, anybody that helps me out. I'm never looking I want to be bigger than this dude. I just stay in my lane. I want all my friends, my buddies around me to be bigger than me, because it gives me something to keep climbing for. And if they're bigger than me, if I slip and take a fall, I got great support. It's the way I see it. Nobody ever tell you they got the feeling for me that I was trying to outshine them, outdo them. None of that. Right? He's a selfish dude. He can't help himself.
And y'all fell out because he tried to backdoor you on some business?
Yeah, when he went to my label and did what he did. Yeah.
Hey, how long did you know about the, because I think the majority of what came from this indictment came from that murder investigation when they got the Title III intercept, which is the wiretap. Once that popped off, like, it led to them kind of concocting this Big U enterprise, because they're just sitting on his phone, and I don't know if Big U was just like, even though they even have him saying, yo, I think they're listening to me, but he just stays with the same phone and keeps talking about crimes, allegedly. You know what I mean?
You always say that Big U is dumb.
Did you ever know about that?
Do you credit that to just that?
What?
You always say that Big U is a fucking moron. You said
he's
that
dumb
to me
as
many times. So when you say that, is that the explanation for it? Is
No,
that
he's
just
dumb.
not
He's
really
not smart.
He's not with it enough?
But he's somebody that people will reach out to because he built his name.
Big drink.
The team around him built his name. So, but he's not smart. People will come to him for something. He'll have 8 people on the phone, be like, yeah, my guy here.
So you hung around somebody for 17 years who wasn't smart? What does that say about you?
I can't be taking, yo, could you figure this out? He's just not smart.
So, wait, so when did you first, like, ever hear about this murder? Because
A year ago, 2024, when the family called.
So that audio was from that long ago?
No, that audio's from March 3rd.
All right, so the family called you another time.
The family called me way back in 2024.
And what was initially
Not only did
said?
they call me, come to find out, they reached out to Loose Cannon and 600 Independent. When we started talking, they like, yeah, they contacted me too.
They should have reached out to Big Homie CC.
SKG, same way.
No.
Right? They reached out to her too. So I heard what they was telling me, but I'm like, all right. About 3 months later, I go have a conversation with another one of my homies, and I say, yo, I got this call. And he like, yo, Wack, that's, because some things happened with him behind that, right? So I'm like, okay, food for thought. And then March 3rd, I woke up to a text. They found his DNA. Whose DNA? I put it up on my Instagram. Whose DNA? Big U. What the end? What question mark? My brother, Vegas. That's when I called. When I called, she was there with her mother. She's telling me the mother get on the phone and start filling in the blanks and tells me don't say anything. They're going to get him at the end of March, top of April. So at that point in time, whether I with him or not saying anything is the police program.
Hey, by the way,
So you say something to everybody. That's right. With your big snitch and a double.
I'm wondering, like, you know, the Fed sat on a wiretap for 2 years on him. And I'm wondering, did that kid have, like, some significance, or was it, like, a lot of community support? Because they look like either they wanted Big U badly, or...
Big U was working. He had the New Jersey 60s. He was taking them down. If you got a dude in the middle of 2-3 operations, one, they're going to say, look, bro, he's not going anywhere. He's asleep. He don't even know y'all coming for that. So the whole time they're building their case. Do you know they monitored him and fed him extortion money up until March 14th?
That's one of the craziest details. The detail that they gave somebody money.
So it made sense why they were coming to end of March, top of April, because they were getting as much as they could. Every time he accepted the federal $1,000, right? And by the way, I told y'all dude broke. Anybody 58 years old extorting a dude for a stack and 500 pockets is hurt. This a fact.
Yeah, he accepted 500 one time as a payment.
I mean, over the couple years of the grid program, he got 2.5 million, and they said he was just taking money out. It's no way he's broke. They showed properties that was worth.
Did you see him begging for help? Do you think he had turned it up before he turned himself in? If he would have, he would have known it's not Wack.
This nigga Wack is the biggest snake, bro.
600. He had no idea what his paperwork read. How we got his paperwork reading when he talking about turning himself in, and he don't know what's in his paperwork.
Yeah, but I think that was a smoke signal to the streets that you guys are snitches, that they can handle it.
Snitches where?
Well, no, that's him.
He didn't know we had the paperwork?
No. When I watched that Big U message, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be around Wack in LA for the next couple months.
Snitches where?
No, because if a decorated street guy is going down and his last video is like, just to let you know,
Akademiks knows that Wack's a snitch.
when I was getting arrested, this guy was with the cops.
Stop. Didn't I tell you he's a dummy? Rewind. Listen, they hit his house, they say 4:35 in the morning. He said when they was raided, they just kept asking us about Wack. Dummy, you was never there when they raided. It's cat.
That's what I'm saying. It's a smoke signal to put a target.
How the hell are they asking you guys about Wack and you're not home when they raided?
Well, somebody could have been home, but still, that's
Nobody was home. His whole family was in that van.
So you don't think that they were trying to put a target on?
And then
so you just made a video saying that he wasn't with his family or with his people when he turned himself in. Don't worry about it.
He said 600 was with him when they raided. It's obvious 600's in the street, filming the house.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not about telling the truth. It's about.
He really pulls up after it already happened.
Way after.
Yeah,
it was like 3 hours after.
And he also accused you guys of basically putting a case on him, which is insane to think that the feds would just pick you guys up because 600 made a bunch of Instagram reels.
Well, but that's why my theory is right. He just wants to put a target on their back.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's just listen.
It's just brain dead that he thinks anyone would fall for that.
So what happened to the investigation in 2021? What happened to Vay, who said, I drove Big U from LA. We got a call that the kid dissed Big U in the song. I drove Big U from here to a studio to an Airbnb over. He killed him and threw him in the ditch over here.
Are we ever going to hear that song?
None of that is actually in the indictment. Goodness gracious.
Well, I don't know.
The Big U diss song?
Never was out.
The song thing doesn't quite make sense to me.
It's a weird
concept, the song thing doesn't quite make sense.
Go ahead, Traveler Ross. Speak on it.
I don't know. I never heard the song.
They're saying that the kid apparently recorded a song that was dissing Big U, but then he was signed to Big U and was there for free to record at a professional studio.
But he was kind of mad at Big U, so he made a diss song about him, and then Big U heard it, so he drives to Vegas, gets in an argument with him, ends up killing him.
But didn't he ride with Big U to Vegas?
No.
They got in an argument at an argument / altercation at the studio. That's why they deleted the footage.
Yeah.
They then go somewhere else, and by the way, they did pretty good forensic work on that, because where they found him, They tracked the time that you would normally take. It was after midnight, so it
I
usually
called
take
50
17
minutes. The paperwork said 48.
Yeah, it's
2 minutes off.
Wow.
It was pretty much accurate. They got the forensic from the blood to say, hey, he wasn't killed here, because the first cops that pulled up, they said, oh, he was killed on the side of the road, and they're like, no. look at the gravel, the dirt, he was pulled over here, and essentially he died somewhere else, and they matched it to Big U's GPS, which is
it's like if you would kill someone over that, you probably are just killing people all the time.
No, they didn't. They fixed that. What Big U did is he went to one location.
Oh, he turned his phone off.
The platinum producer turned it off, waited so it wasn't tracking. This would have dummy went wrong.
None of this is in the indictment. So it's like, what do you mean you read this? None of this is actually in the indictment. What are you talking about?
To me.
This is
my job.
This is where the dummy went wrong at.
Yeah, none of that's in the indictment. None of that can be read because none of that's in the indictment.
He went and did everything he did. Instead of keeping the phone off and not turning it on to the next day, soon as he got done with the body, he went back to the producer's studio and turned it on. That's how they was able to triangulate.
Yeah, and apparently he was dripping.
He should have left it off,
or like just wet somehow.
He should have left the phone off.
And he told him, "Yo, I just."
But he's a dick-wig.
Crazy.
He always been a dummy.
Yo, telling somebody at the recording studio, I just came from the gym at like 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning is crazy. Like, yo,
hit the deadlift, man.
Oh man,
the deadlift is crazy.
What did he say? The dude said, "Yeah, man, this would end it. This would kill me." Yeah, it's diabolical, and I'm honored that a dude 58 years old who's looking at life in the feds. Mind is on Wack 100 and the 100-sided clubhouse. He gave it up. He said, "You 100-side people, you ought to be ashamed of yourself."
Big shout out.
This big shout out, and he said, he ended it and said what?
That you're trying to take his program.
No,
he's trying to lose that.
He said, "Whoever in my neighborhood takes my contracts, I know you're working for Wack. Wack's been denouncing the program." Like, bro, I've been denouncing the grid program.
Reading the indictment, right?
He says,
your favorite
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Top 5.
Reading the indictment, because I've heard you on Clubhouse, and there was a whole while where you were talking about Big U a lot, and I've always heard when people asked you if you would ever do anything to him, you said, "Listen, I know his family. I would never wish anything bad on him." When you read the indictment, he's telling people like, "Yo, somebody need to break this nigga's jaw. Somebody need to whip his ass."
Okay,
and it's almost threatening violence a lot to you. Were you shocked by that?
No, I wasn't. He know not to fuck with me. Watch this. Every week, he sent him over there to pick up the 1,000, right? I tell people where I'm at every week.
Yeah.
He knew where my spot's at every week. Bro, listen. Big U don't do none of that.
Hey, Wack is real comfortable talking greasy now that Big U's in federal custody, boy. You ain't had none of that energy last week. None of that. You was damn near scared to say that man's name. Kids, pay attention to your tough guys. That's all I'm going to say. Pay attention to your tough guys, because all of a sudden it's greasy like a old hamburger around this mother chucker.
He's a big body, had influence on other bodies. He himself don't do none of that.
But you think he killed this kid?
No.
In Vegas?
Make it make sense, guy.
Sylvester Robinson. They said he killed the kid, the driver.
Well, I mean, also...
The driver said that someone else, not Big U, killed him, but
no,
Big U
he
was
said Big U killed him.
Oh, okay.
The dude that was with him put the murder on him. The dude that was going to pick up the extortion money. Yeah, it's in the paperwork.
Wait, say again the way you said it.
I'm getting the top 5 call, too.
Huh?
We're getting top 5 call.
Yeah, I don't talk to dude, bro. I don't fuck with dude. Dude's a troll.
I'm just going to say doing a pod.
Wait, so what was it you said?
What?
He's basically saying that.
Basically, Wack is getting stumbled up and caught up in his words because you're not making it make sense, and they're basically calling you out on being a snitch. The whole point of this episode, it seems like, is for everybody to make fun of you for being a rat.
The most of the proof about if Big U killed this
specific person
comes from this witness who's basically
if you're driving me, right?
Yeah.
And we're on the way. Yeah, this bitch ass nigga dissed me in the song. Boom, boom, boom. We get over there. You see everything that's going on.
He's a key witness.
He's there. They tested his DNA to see if you helped drag the body. They tested Sylvester. But you know what they had Sylvester on? You were the one being sent to pick up the extortion money over 2-3 years. Like, we got you on 100 cases of extortion. They
don't even have 100 counts of extortion in it, so I'm like, what are you talking about?
50-something years, 57. He ain't never...
They don't even have 100 counts of extortion in this entire case. Like, in totality, there aren't, like, there may be, like, 3. What are you talking about?
Get a day in jail, then we're going to give you 30 years. Or if you don't talk to him, who was you with him? Nobody knew what time he left L.A. to go to Vegas. And he went, they the one that singled out. They went from here to here to there, and here. Sylvester gave them that. That's why that DNA, how they have it, same way they had it on Tory, right? That's how they presented it on Tory. It could be, maybe it's not.
Well, but that's the only thing I think you were incorrect about, though. Right. Because when you said on Clubhouse, they found, unless it's come out of Super C.
No.
You said they found Big U's DNA under his fingernail.
No.
They said...
Who said it? I sent you the recording. Your sister and the mother said it.
Okay. In the paperwork, it doesn't say it. In the paperwork, it says it's inconclusive. You can't rule it out, but, you know...
You can't rule it out, right?
But it could be him, but it could...
And guess what the driver did?
It didn't help corroborate it. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Can we just get a word from Top 5?
You can talk to him.
I just want to...
He's going to scream my name.
He just wants to say free Brick Baby, I think.
Let's see what Top 5 says.
And Big U.
Nah, we're going to go and get up out of here. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, man. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We are gone.